to the Roundtable, episode 57. We are your weekly podcast, live show / where you want to come for, a good dose of entertainment and some live interaction. I have my co-host I'm going to bring in right now, and we're going to get this cracked off. First of all, I want to say hello, Debbie. I see you. Much love. Debbie's always coming through, showing support, commenting, and we appreciate you so much, Debbie. We got House of Tattoos in the comments. What? I like the new picture too. Jenny Selby, good to see you. Saludos, San Diego. All right, let me bring in the co-host with the most, you guys. Let's get this cracking. I have the beautiful one and only Miss Denise Castillo.
Hi. Hi, sis.
Hey, good. How's it going?
Good. Everything's good.
Good.
Hot. It's hot.
Right.
We gotta deal with that for a minute. But
it's hot too. Okay, let's bring in the gentleman. Here we go, Mr. House of Tattoos. Here he is.
Hello, ladies. What's up, Jen? Hi, Denise. How you doing?
Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes.
A little warm today, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I think
I think it's just hotter in here than it is outside. So
yeah.
Hey, from what I'm hearing, they're supposed to have La Nina or El Nino when it gets hot all summer. It's gonna be a record break.
I'm gonna be miserable.
Yes.
Oh, bring in Fred.
I didn't want to hear that, man.
I know. I got you, Fred.
Hey, man, I like them curtains there, bro. I like how them curtains went, dog.
Hello, everybody.
How are you doing?
Spanks. So much everybody in the chat there.
Yeah. Hey, everybody in the chat.
How are you? Shout out. You guys make sure and hit the thumbs up for us so we can flip the screen.
Por favor. Yes, please.
Yeah. I know.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Was it really loud? I know. I'm so sorry, but if I shut that, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Hey, I feel the same way, Denise. That's why I have it open here. And if you hear a motorcycle going by every now and then,
it is what it is.
I don't have nothing open, so if I just fall over, guys, you call 911 or something. You say.
You got your water?
Right? Oh yeah, I got my water.
All right.
Debbie, that's hilarious, right? Well, let's just start off with this. Last week was Father's Day, so let's go with the gentlemen and see how their week was. House, why don't you tell us what you do?
Well, it's been pretty busy. I've been busy doing things. Keep in touch with Bobby G. Going to a men's steak dinner. Friday, Saturday. Seeing all my kids. We had a quinceañera over here, and it was fun. It was cool. And I watched the fight at the same time. I was at the quinceañera, and then I had the phone putting on the Tank Davis fight.
Okay.
On Benavides, yeah. So it was a good thing. Sunday, went to church. After that, just spent the rest of the day. It was good though. It was good.
Good. That's good. Good to hear that. Glad that you got celebrated with your kids. What's up, Norby? Good to see you.
Norby?
Hey, what's up, Norby? Shout out, brother.
Shout out. That's right. All right. Well, Fred, how about you? I know you're a father as well. We talked about that. How was your week?
Some people refer to me as a mother, but anyways, no. No, you know what? It was cool. It was cool. I got some things going on right now, but I got to see my kids and stuff, and it was good. Overall, it was good. It was pretty a lot of R&R, pretty much. Peace and relaxation, and stuff like that. So there's other things coming, after, because this weekend it's like super packed with everything. So I took a rain check to what's gonna get done. I'm gonna go out this coming weekend. So yeah. Other than that, I mean, it was good. I mean, we got no matter what happens, guys, we got to appreciate our life and that we have kids no matter what. At the end of the day, we acknowledge them and love them and so on and so forth.
Right.
That's all there really is.
And they're old enough to acknowledge you now. They're old enough to acknowledge you guys now.
Well, yeah. Maybe not always in a good way, but no, I'm kidding.
Right?
No.
they're going to come at us like.
I don't know. They were talking about putting a Surgeon General warning on all the what do they call those social media?
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so the social media
children,
life is a whole other ball game, bro. It just raises them, a little bit different. As much as we try, social media kind of takes over a little bit, and they have a false sense of reality. In the sense, it's kind of hard to break them away from that stuff. But that's a whole other topic for a whole other show, guys. Sorry.
Literally,
Right.
we can make a
You
whole
said that
show.
last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we got to do that one for sure. That's what.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Brenda, Jesse,
Brenda,
Mayor, thank you guys for tapping in.
Yeah.
Hey, Denise, what? I know you got to get out of the house
Oh
and
my God.
bring in
Girl,
your.
let me tell you, I'm a homebody. I'm always
There
in
you go,
the house. But I mean, during the week, because I'm either just running errands or going to the market, little things. And when my husband's home, forget it. He we're out. We're just out. And so we kind of just, I asked him what he wanted to do, and he was like, he wanted to go to this car show and then go to, of course, out to eat.
Mhm.
So shoot, we're out of here by 10 o'clock. And I was like, the place don't open till 11. And we're eating hot dogs for breakfast? Like what? So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna complain. It's all his day. I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
Right.
I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
Because usually I would say that, we're eating hot dogs for breakfast, but I didn't say nothing. So
Right.
so we go, we're off to LA. He tells me he wants to go to a certain place, and it's called Carney's. It's a train. It's a train, and they serve hot dog, chili dog, corn dog. They're famous for like stuff like that. It's almost like Pink's, but it's in West Hollywood. It's on a train. You guys look it up. It's pretty cool. If you ever
That's
come
cool.
down. So we went and did that. We sat there and ate, and then oh, by the way, my girls were with all of our girls. All three of them were with him, and we ended up going to this Rodeo Drive. That famous rich Beverly Hills.
Thurston Howell area.
Yeah, so we go to Beverly Hills, and I'm just like, what? Because they moved the car show from Beverly Hills High School to Rodeo Drive, right? And they're just a bunch of different cars. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that guy. Oh, you are, Fred, right?
Oh, yeah.
German in Venice.
German in Venice. Yeah.
So German in Venice, we're walking all cool, and we were there for an hour already, and we freaking bump into him, right? We just totally he's in front of us. We're trying to get around him. I go, Venice, John! I made a big old scene, and people are looking like, how's this girl yelling about?
Yeah.
And he's like, you recognize me? He was tripping.
Yeah.
For real? You follow me for real? He was tripping.
Yeah.
So that was something cool. We took pictures with him because last time my daughter seen him at Universal Studios, and he did a whole video for my husband because Mal just loves this guy.
Okay.
And so we did that, and then my daughter's like, let's go eat. I'm like, I'm still full. She was I want to take Dad to this place called Ernie's by Universal Studios, and we could walk over there. And I'm like, okay, cool. It was already 5 o'clock. And so we ate, we had a good dinner, and then I'm really, I don't, my daughter's like, I don't know, I'm going home. And I said, listen, I want to go home too. So, it was late. The day was fun. We had a good time, and it ended there,
That's cool.
So I have to ask the guy that you mentioned seeing, who is he? I know I recognize the face, but I can't place where I should know him from.
He is a podcaster out from Venice Beach, and he does he really stays out there. He rarely comes down to, lately he's been down to LA, Hollywood, downtown, and he does filming over there. So that was
I don't know why, but when I saw him, I was thinking that was a WWE
No,
I was thinking WWE or something. Yeah.
No,
he's on the nose.
yeah, he's a blogger. He's a blogger. He's from Venice Beach. He had a store in Venice Beach, and he goes all over the place. Really, he'll go to Rodeo Drive like at 3 a.m. He'll go downtown LA. He goes all over Southern California. You know, and you know what? And he goes to these excuse me. Oh, he goes to these auctions, the celebrity auctions where they sell film use stuff or celebrity, stuff, and he's like all over the place. But you know what? He's an overall, at least from what I see on YouTube, he's the kind. I'm not gonna put myself out there like that. I mean, he's one of the few guys that when I go into to view his video, I automatically click like because he's like got good content on there. He's a good guy, man. He's out there doing doing
He's
his
a very
thing.
respectful, very good guy. Yeah.
I'd love to meet him. I'd love to meet him at one point, and he's a cool guy, man. You guys should check him out.
Denise met him. She's meeting everybody, huh, Denise?
Right?
Yes, I was tripping out because like the weekend before we went out. No, yeah, the week before we went out on Friday, and I was able to meet Carlos. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Carlos Conrad, and
is he a podcaster too, or what?
yeah, they're both like well, Carlos sits on Foom's channel, that guy Foom.
Oh,
So he like plays music and whatnot, but he's cool. So yeah, we got to meet him. We went to Cinco Puntos, and then we went to the tree, kicked back there for a little bit, and just had a good time. Just reminisce. I seen Sonny came, and
Right.
I saw that. I saw the video, the short. I don't know if it was Sunny that posted it.
yeah,
You saw the shorts. Yeah, it was
yeah,
cool.
I saw your pictures, Denise, that you're posting. Oh no, yeah, I saw that video where Denise was in her car and she's coming out. That one, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny because like 5 points. I don't know how's it going there. Cinco Puntos. So like it's hard to find parking, right?
Wow.
And freaking I had Jojo with me from Jojo LB.
Mhm.
And we pull up and it's like right front parking and there's city right there. I'm like, Spanx, we're gonna be in the car. It's nice and cool in here. It was a trip, but yeah, we had a good time out there.
But you know what? That Cinco Puntos, for those people that may not know, that's where they filmed the Blood In, Blood Out,
Right.
right? Where he got the mile and stuff, and
Yeah.
that's the best thing I tasted in 9 years. Vato. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, it just, yeah.
Hey,
No,
I didn't recognize JoJo for a second, man. He was pelon, just like this.
Yes.
Yeah, he shaved his hair off.
Yeah.
It took me a
And
second. He looks familiar. And then
one
I
thing about Jojo is that Jojo has a tattoo on his, he's a Steeler fan.
Right.
Okay.
Shout out to them Steelers.
But he has a Steeler tattoo and it said something about hating Raiders. And I'm like, Jojo, man. It worries me.
right.
He just,
Hello, the police.
it was real. Yeah. Spanx.
Hey, Grace.
Cool. Kicking back with Spanx and just hanging out. Oh my God.
That's cool, man.
That was awesome. That was awesome, guys. You know what, guys? It's kind of warm in here. If I get my lefty gunplay on, I want to take my shirt off later on. No, I'm
There
kidding.
you go.
Lefty gunplay. Like, some Woodstock lefty gunplay stuff, right? I will not offend anybody out here. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Brenda,
That was all a joke.
I don't give autographs. I left that up
It's
to
a tattoo, but yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
That's
But
funny.
anyways, go ahead, guys. I just want to make a joke.
I tell Sonny, you're YouTube famous, and he just like looks at me like crazy.
You know, I think we met him too when he came, right? Jen, we met him when he came with Cholo. A real good guy, man. I mean, shout out to him. You know what I mean? Real good man. Like really, I was glad to got to meet him. And him and all the LA Times and stuff and everybody and Big Joe and everybody. It was cool, man. It was cool meeting everybody, through Cholo and his wife.
When you meet people that are on the internet, when you meet, like when I met House for the first time, I mean, we chopped it up, several times on here, but just to go and see and meet people, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, you get to know the people. It's cool, man. You get to see how they are and chill, actually meet them rather than just looking here.
Yeah.
We haven't met Jen yet, or I haven't met.
I know. We
Yeah.
got
I walk in and House taught me, you're short.
I know. Hey, where's she at? Where's she at? You know?
I was like, what?
Just like Jen too. I met Jen as well, right? A couple of times, and Cholo and Bella and everybody, you know. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's a good thing.
Met
That
Bella.
Oh, Mikey of Chicano Tube and Christine as well. You know, I mean, they're good people, man. Everybody, it's awesome. It's a good thing, you know, to come across somebody and be able to connect with them in real life.
Right.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
you guys said, it's nice to meet people who are the same in real life as they, portray themselves to be online.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I'm trying to get out there to see Jen.
I know. We're gonna make it happen. We gotta talk.
Yeah, it was cool to see Brenda Love, Monica. Well, I met Monica way before too, a couple times. Brenda Love, Spanx, everybody, man.
Yeah. You know what, guys? For those who haven't met me in person, I will let you guys know that I'm 6'5", right? On social media. 6'5" on social media.
You'll be up to here to me right here. You'll come up to here then.
Well, no, but see, that's just on here, right? In real life, I'm 5'6". Anyway,
I'm like, what?
I was waiting for that.
I was looking for you up here, and they're like,
Hey, Fred, what's up, Fred? What you doing?
no, I am. I'm not a tall guy, man. I'm as tall as Tom Cruise. Let's just say that, right? So that gives me some kind of,
Right?
Sorry, guys.
I seen when we seen in House Party 2, Chepe, when he came down, when you see him on his videos, I think he's about my height or whatever, and this and that. I'm like, hey, what's up? What's up?
He's little. He's so little. It's like, wait, what?
Denise felt tall, huh? Denise felt tall, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's what's up. Well, I had a good weekend too. Good week. I feel like broke down right now, you guys. My back is killing me. I didn't even know. I showed you a picture of the dumpster we had rented to clean up the property.
Yeah.
Like once a year, every couple of years, we'll rent a dumpster from Waste Management and go through and really try and clean it up before fire season happens. And I was getting word that some people's homeowners insurances were getting canceled. So because of that, I'm like, okay, we need to go through and clean the property, because it's a little over an acre right here. So we have a lot of eucalyptus trees and all that. So I am telling you guys, it feels like a full body workout just going out there and cleaning stuff out. And we filled up the container. I'm going to take a picture and show you guys.
Wow.
So
But you live by the woods. You have the woods right behind your house, so it's like I could just imagine all the leaves.
Yeah, and those eucalyptus trees, the bark on them when the wind blows, it shreds it off.
Yeah.
They eucalyptus trees are terrible, man, for that kind of stuff.
I know. So got that done. I did do a little photo shoot. So shout out to Christine, Mrs. Chicano.
Oh, I seen that. You guys came out good.
Oh, nice.
That's the first time ever. I've never had my pictures professionally done ever, and I'm not someone that is comfortable really taking pictures. So that was a really cool experience, and she made me feel comfortable. And I have those sent back to me, of course, with you guys. So that was
Watch out there.
So shout out to her.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, we barbecued, just barbecued. My youngest son was here from Arizona, and I got to meet my grand puppy,
little Pearl.
Puppy he got from TJ. It's like a little Brindle pit bull, and her name is Roxy. Angel was I didn't know how Angel was going to act with her. My dog, she's 9 years old. She's whatever, but she was really good with the puppy. She let her crawl all over her and be she was really good with her. So that was nice.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's nice.
You know what's funny, Jen? When we're talking about dogs, my dog, little big dog, and Pearl, right? She's getting bigger and heavier, right? She gets him by his fur, right here, because where his neck is. And she just drags him and she pulls him. I mean, she clings to it and she just dragging him all over the yard and stuff, man. It's funny, man. It's comedy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's strong. My oldest daughter has
what's up,
a
Jojo?
Frenchie too, and her name is Mila. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I
Oh,
feel
the
like
puppy?
yeah. Well, my oldest daughter I was telling you about earlier, Denise, she has a Frenchie named Mila, and then
Oh,
I feel like all my kids are getting more dogs, so it's like
good.
not dogs. Hey Jojo,
Jojo.
but yeah, the barbecue was good. The day was
I
good.
love taking pictures. I would totally be down with
Really?
taking. Yeah, I know. I'm not shy about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So to have them professionally done, that would be cool.
yeah.
That'd be really
It was pretty cool, pretty exciting. So.
You know what, guys? One thing I forgot to mention that happened to me over the past week was I've been running around going crazy around back and forth out from my house and up to the side of the house and stuff. I had solar panels installed, and
Mm.
then a battery thing, and through Tesla, it's supposed to be top of the line stuff, right? All this good stuff, and in case the power goes out, we still have light, all this other good stuff. But registering onto the Tesla thing, I'm having a lot of trouble. And then something was wrong with the thing. They got to call somebody in, and I'm just like, it was driving me crazy because at first I thought it's my phone, and I'm not really an iPhone guy. I'm more of an Android guy. So my son goes, "Oh, it's your phone. It's no good." So he put his iPhone to it. Didn't work. So yeah. So that's been happening in my week as well. That was going. Yeah. My
Hey,
Father's Day.
Fred, once they
Yeah.
install the solar panels, don't they give you like little clutch shots to say, "Hey, this is how it runs. This is what you do," or anything like that? Don't they
Yeah,
do that?
yeah, they do, and then but they later on it just communicate with you through email, and then you got
Oh,
to download the app, and then then you got to scan the QR code thing, and then register it onto the
uh,
thing,
mhm.
and then if the signal's not getting to the panel that they put in,
Yeah.
it's just like tenfold. But you know what, guys? I'm not trying to promote. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but it is awesome though. It is awesome.
So what
I'll give it
happens to the electricity? I mean, their bill just stops coming.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's like a lot of people have it confused. They think like, oh, at the end of the year you pay, so much. At the end of the year, what it is, this is a whole new thing. You don't do that. It's almost like the best way I could describe it. It's almost like a metro phone. You pay one lump sum a month. And that's it.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Really?
and
So
that's
it's
it.
like a fixed rate, then kind of like it's like just
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You're gonna
Man.
have to tell me about that offline, because
Yeah. No, yeah, I'll let you know about it. I'll recommend it to you. As well if you're interested.
How
Yeah,
is
no,
it
it's
on some
awesome.
cloudy days? Or you probably haven't noticed it, huh?
No, I just had them. I just had them installed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in March, yeah, but then it takes a while for them to, then oh, we're gonna have the inspector show up, and then it's just a long process. But once it gets going, it's great, man. It's great.
So at night, it builds enough during the day. So at night, you have electricity,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean,
And the important thing, so I had it to where you pick, I think like 3 rooms or 3 areas that you want lit in
mhm.
case of a blackout. So I
Oh,
made sure the living room where the modem's at and everything. So we have internet still, the TV, the kitchen, refrigerator, of course, and then
Yeah.
I think a restroom and a room. So I mean, you really don't. Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'll give it that. It's great. It's awesome, man.
right
I'm
on.
really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. So
That's cool. That's cool.
yeah, yeah, man. But it's something new to me though. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm used to just having somebody tell me what it is. Everything's on the phone now. It's like weird, but
Are you
You
switching?
know, I knew this one guy that used to install those, right? And then afterwards, he said he did that for a while, but then he started his own business, and his business was cleaning those. Man, because they get dirty after a while. And I don't know if that'll affect its performance, but he's using that as a pitch to go clean them,
Oh, yeah.
and make
Oh,
money
yeah.
off of it. Yeah.
definitely.
No, definitely.
That's
So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, as it is, I don't really use too much light other than the TV itself. Really,
yeah.
maybe one light, but that's about it. We don't really, flicking lights on and off, and having stuff on all night and stuff like that. I don't do any of that. So It's cool.
Right
Yeah,
on.
It's cool.
okay, that's good to know too, Magente. Not all
See
homes are
how
super.
much electricity are actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check with
Yeah,
your
that's true.
need. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
tripped out when I went to my sister's to visit the last time. I don't know how they do it differently, but where he lives in Idaho, his bill was like $40
Mhm.
a month. I'm like, what the heck? It's crazy how different companies they run their electric through, or even their DMV stuff. To register his truck was like $14.
Yeah.
But it's nuts to think like the different states how the laws for those things go up and down.
I hope it gets to that point where we have everything pretty much like that, including internet and all this other stuff. Because they give you a good price on internet, and then once the trial or whatever is over, they skyrocket
For
it like
one
three
year,
times.
then just
Yeah, it's like what the heck, man? Like so
Try-
eventually everything
Yeah.
will, yeah.
Look out, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
guys, I think we've all had a little bit of like we talk about nature and wildlife sometimes. So it was brought to my attention the other day. My son had sent me some trail cam that he has because he goes hunting a lot, right? So he paid for like a certain spot or space where he's at, and you can have that area designated for your own hunting. So he was, I don't know, hunting bear, I guess is a thing. So he was sending me pictures of the trail cam and different bears that were coming up to that spot. And it made me think of like crazy different areas of the world and wildlife. I would be too scared to be, face to face with a bear even if I was, ready to go. But I saw this video and it reminded me of how amazing nature, wildlife can be and how scary it is. And I want to show you guys this short video. And this girl went out for just a little peaceful sail on the sea, and she was met by some friendly orca whales that she was not prepared for. So let's check this out real quick. You guys tell me what you think.
It's alright. It's alright. Hi. I'm just saying hi. It's okay. I'm just saying hi. Oh my god.
She like almost had a full-on panic attack. That if you didn't know
In the boat?
context of the video, it sounds crazy, but I think they thought that boat was another whale. That's what I think it was. But they were all next to it and underneath it, and thank God she was unharmed.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's amazing to see, but yet it's kind of really scary. I don't know, man. I know I wouldn't want to be on a surfboard out there or a canoe, whatever it was. Hell no.
There's one thing, and no offense to anybody that's an adrenaline junkie, and or out there in the wilderness like that, or in the middle of the ocean and stuff.
Right?
I won't say man, I would say human beings are at the top of the food chain in a sense. I am not going to put myself in a predicament where I'm not at the top of the food chain. You know what I mean? And just like you're like vulnerable to whatever wildlife is out there. Like I can't be eaten by something that I could put on my plate. It's like it's weird to me. Like I don't know. It's weird.
I seen a video just a couple days ago, and you know how you figure, oh, you're just right there, like this level in the ocean water, and everything be cool, kind of like, right? And I seen this big shark come by in front of these people, a group of people, which cut them off from the shore to them. And it was crazy, man. I ain't lying to you. He was swimming sideways and came right in front of them. And I was like, damn, he just cut him right off. He could have had lunch, breakfast, and dinner.
They just seemed on another level. Like they're not friendly anymore where you can go up and pet them.
Oh, no, like
not even dolphins, they're just it's a different.
Well, wild animals, you can't tame wild animals. They're an animal's an animal, wildness. Like you can't tame it. I mean, yeah, they have them tigers and stuff like that, but in reality, you really don't know when they're gonna turn on you. Like that Siegfried and Roy.
Right.
It's a wild animal.
No, an animal's an animal, and that's why they're called animals, because they can turn
Yeah.
on you, even if it's your baby. You know, like you just.
Yeah,
I
it's
had a sister-in-law's, my sister-in-law's sister, her dog, and she's had her dog for a while, like couple years, and the dog bit her nose off.
Wow.
Ah,
wow.
Wow.
she has to have like a detached, you know what I mean? Like it's
I've
crazy.
seen a story that was similar to that, and the girl, like you just said, it like she had a nose that she could like put on and take off.
Yeah.
That's
A
wild.
prosthetic nose. Yeah, they do have those for people that have problems or stuff like that. Plastic surgery. Yeah, yeah.
I tripped out on that.
Yeah, you know what you have to worry about? I just seen it in the news. Spiders about 4 inches big,
Oh God.
like this, and they come from Asia somewhere, and now they're migrated over to, I think it's Florida, if I'm correct,
Probably.
somewhere out there. But now they're going to be spreading, and they're going to be in the United States. But they're very poisonous. They're yellow and black spiders.
Yeah.
And I think they showed the female about 4 inches, right? And the male were little smaller ones. How it happens, I don't know.
You know,
But
all these,
the spiders, no, I'm good.
no, yeah. Get bit by a spider, shit, you're done.
No,
Yeah.
you want to see me, become a little boy and spiders and snakes, man. It's like
You know what? I can't see how they could get, like, I seen these videos of people picking up black widows like this and putting them on. I'd never do that, man.
No.
I'd never do that.
I'm a spider killer in my house. I'll get a napkin and go smash
I
it.
had to turn into a spider killer at my house because nobody's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just me and
But spiders are gonna go in the house anyways. Some people think not in my house. You're gonna get spiders. It doesn't, I mean,
have you guys noticed the lizards out there? They're like 6 inches already. Before they were little lizards. Now they're like big.
it's getting
I mean, here in my house anyway, but that, and I heard the casa that those mosquitoes that we're getting were brought over here from I don't know where, but they just let well, you guys remember we did a talk on that where they let them all go, the mosquitoes.
Yeah,
yeah,
those are the ankle biter ones, the real small ones. Yeah.
Like, why would they do that? Why would they do that to us?
Hey, but you know what? So far this year, I keep my grass before I let my grass be about this high or pretty long. Now I cut it down short, and by now I would have mosquitoes. But one time it was infested. I let it grow too long, and then I cut it, and I was getting bit up left and right. But it's mosquito season now, and I haven't even seen any out there in the front. But I keep it very low. Yeah.
Right.
You know what the trip? There's a movie called Sting, a new movie. I'm not trying to promote it, but so I got a hold of it, and I sat down to watch it, and it's about a spider that just gets bigger and bigger and it eats these people in an apartment complex or something. I don't know. I put it together like this. You guys know why I can't really explain it. So I said, I'm going to check it out. I try to, brighten up a little bit because I can't stand them. I mean, even to watch them in movies. So I'm watching the beginning. They don't show much. It's almost like a Jaws where the guy gets attacked and, and dragged into a room and you're like, okay, you can't see anything. You just know something attacked them. But then as the movie starts, there's a box. I don't know, something. And it just shows like from the bottom, it's just like, and I was like, okay, I turned it off. I was like, oh, I can't. I'll tell you guys real quick. I was in Universal Studios. What's up, Eddie? I was in. That's my nephew out there, guys. I was at Universal Studios. We were watching. We went into the Shrek 4D or something where it kind of interact with the crowd and stuff. Well, it was like Shrek and the donkey or something. I don't know, and he it's all cartoon, of course, obviously, right? So he throws spiders into the crowd. So you have the glasses on, so it looks like they come into the crowd, and that didn't freak me out. But what freaked me out was that the air on the bottom of the seat, it just made it feel like they're crying. And I was like, I couldn't even enjoy the show after that. I was freaked out, man. I was like, I don't like spiders and snakes, man. I don't.
To that, I remember there was it was in the Bugs Life spot in Disneyland, and they had something like that. Like it was a theater. You go in, you're watching it, it's 3D or 4D, whatever, and they had the air that would blow, down by your feet, and it felt
Yeah.
like. I know that's what I'm going to ask. Fred, do you have arachnophobia?
Yeah, right. Yes. All right.
You know, I used to be afraid of spiders like that, but now I kill them. And people may think I'm a tweaker. I'll be outside at night with the flashlight and a long stick, and I'll be going and seeing those black widows, getting them and smashing, killing them. But you know what? It controls it. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
But I have to. I mean, before I couldn't even be by a black widow. I'll be like, no, hell no,
Yeah.
But you just got to face it and just do it and kill them.
And you know what, guys? Speaking of, since we're on the spider topic, real quick, I'll tell you guys. Yeah, you guys familiar with Cambria off of Highway 1? Out there by Paso Robles, like in the back, there's that Cambria where Hertz Castle's at.
Oh,
I heard of Hertz Castle. Yeah.
Okay, that's out over here in the like, closer to the in the what do they call it, Central Coast. It's along the Central Coast off Highway 1. There's a little town called Cambria out there off of like by Hertz Castle and stuff. Actually, that's where they filmed Arachnophobia, the movie.
Oh shit.
It's filmed there. Yeah, it's filmed there. I think the funeral home and stuff. It's right there in Cambria. For those that don't know, yeah. I just thought I'd throw that in there, guys. So yeah.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Hey, I didn't know vinegar helps with mosquito bites.
I bet it does.
Good.
It probably
It also helps with athlete's foot.
Yeah.
If you have athlete's foot, vinegar will help.
Vinegar helps with a lot of
I don't have
stuff,
athlete's
guys.
foot.
Vinegar and what is it called? Baking soda.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of cleaning solutions.
I normally just get like alcohol and just put it on there and let it just burn in there and just leave it like that,
Hey,
Yeah.
You guys want to know something? This is messed up, but I'll tell you guys. Little trick I used to do when I would get mad at my daughter's dad. The smell of vinegar would make him gag, right? So, like whenever I knew he was coming, I didn't want him here. I'd start cleaning with vinegar in the kitchen. Like, oh, I'm here to pick a. And he'd start gagging. Like, I'm cleaning. You gotta go.
That's
Vinegar.
Oh yeah, vinegar.
that was your repellent, huh? The repellent when you're mad at somebody and just start spraying it all over.
I don't like
Good way to keep somebody away.
They have this Chinese vinegar that doesn't smell.
Right. It's the one. Well, it is good to use it like in the kitchen around your food and stuff because it's not toxic. Like bleach and stuff is toxic to your food area. But yeah, that was funny.
Did you saw this bag for Pearl? She's asking about how you get rid of the mosquitoes. They have this bag, and it works for me and for us here at the house. Is that and I don't know what it's called, but it's a bag, and it has some type of like water. I don't know what it is, but some type of ammonia, and it's at Home Depot. So it attracts them, and they go inside, even the flies.
And then it
So it's
poisons.
pretty cool.
Wow.
Yep.
Even with candles,
It just smells like
candles too.
The
They have
citrus-
candles you can light too, and it keeps them away because the smell. I guess they don't like the
You know,
smell.
I tried those Centronella candles and
No.
they didn't seem to work at all.
No,
they don't work.
no,
No, they
work-
don't.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually,
Over here, man. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll tell
No,
you.
go ahead. Go ahead, Fred.
Well, no, three nights ago, I had a mosquito bite my shoulder, and it was feasting, man. I was like, oh, and it was the little ankle biter ones that and then I was like, wow, is that a mosquito? And then I heard it. I was like, oh, it's like 3 a.m. I had to turn the light on, and I'm looking for it, and
Going crazy.
I mean, I saw it a couple of times, but I couldn't get it. I was like,
Yeah.
Eventually, I got rid of it somehow. I don't know.
Right.
Huh?
They're fast.
Oh yeah, real fast. I mean,
And they're hard to see, especially at our age. At our age, Fred, they're hard to see, man.
Right? It was just like, hey, you just like try to swat me, like, ooh. like,
Slow motion. Slow motion. You know what? You guys, have you been hearing anything more, Fred? Maybe you can touch on this about any updates with the whole P. Diddy thing.
Oh yeah. Anybody
Go ahead
first?
and start on that. I'm going to drop down for a second and I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, all right. No,
No, I
um,
was wondering about him, like, where's he been? Because I seen this guy on a talk show, and he was saying all about, like, he was telling us all about there's a club that supposedly,
Yeah.
Fred, and
Yeah.
I was like, what? I've
Oh, yeah.
never, with Sandra Hudson, like, you got to belong to this club if you make.
Yeah, the Jennifer Hudson, yeah, and all that stuff.
Hey,
Yeah,
there's some names in there probably that are well known. Some people that are well known.
very well known. Very well known. What
Yeah.
So
I
what
want to say
happened
though,
with Diddy? Did he do something wrong that they
well,
ousted him?
one of the updates that happened to Diddy was that he got an email, I guess, to his LLC in New York and in LA. And it was from the mayor, Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, because he got the key to the city back in September of last year,
Mhm.
and they pretty much revoked it. The mayor of New York, Eric Adams, revoked the key from him.
Yeah.
He pretty much sent the letter, which is public on social media if you look it up. He told them basically that it's for people, that he was disgusted by the Cassie video, and that it's the keys given to people who basically who are good people. In other words, he's
Yeah.
basically told them, you know what, you're no good, give me the key back, and he submitted back the key. That's one of the updates that's up right now that's going about him. But as far as the other stuff, Denise, yeah, it's a whole other thing that the whole what's it called, the I don't know if you call it the elite or the club that they refer to. And then you know what? Before we go into that subject, but I spoke to Tony A earlier, and give him a shout out because it came from that show, Rhodium After Dark,
Yeah.
at the Tony Vision show. So shout out to Tony A from that. He had a great episode on that stuff. You know what I mean? On that
Yes, I was
with
tripping
his
on
friend
that.
Brandon. Excuse me.
I was tripping out on him on that
Oh.
show. I was like, what? No.
Yeah, you know what? It was like, wow, man. I was just the detail that was going into that about celebrities and stuff like that.
I was like, dude, I hope this man makes it home, like, for real, because he's.
No, yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on with celebrities that I guess you cannot make $50 million or whatnot unless you belong to this club.
Right.
It's about money, power.
Did you know that?
Money and power, bro. Money and power. Like, really,
Yes, money and power.
It's crazy.
in other words, you're not going to become successful unless you join that club, and that involves children, unfortunately. And I'll say that like that. And to bring you up to speed on what's going on with that, it's for those that saw the movie, what is it? Sound of Freedom. Pretty much that's what I'm getting at.
That's a good way.
The other thing is,
Do you remember that movie he said to watch, though?
the one now.
Do you remember the movie he said to watch? The guy that spoke about that?
I don't remember what it was. I don't.
I mean, if you
remember.
guys have a chance, go back and look at Tony A's After Dark, the last one he did.
I'll go
Yeah.
back and look too and link that video in the description so people can go, watch his video as well.
I'm telling you, this.
It's a long one, but it's very interesting if you really get into it. I mean, he's speaking a lot of stuff on a lot of the celebrities. Jennifer, excuse me, Jennifer Hudson sacrificed her whole family
That's
for
what
success.
I'm gonna ask you next, because
That I can't believe. Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah,
Wasn't she on what was that show that she became
American
famous?
Idol?
American
American
Idol. Huh? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
That's
did
crazy.
she did a TV show with Beyonce too.
she's done a
Yeah.
lot of movies now, and she's become very famous, and she has her own daytime talk show.
Yeah.
I do remember when that happened, and sadly, it was a situation where didn't her mother, her
Nephew.
sister, and her
Her
nephew,
nephew
all
is
alive, right?
He speaks on that. The guy speaks on that. The guy Brandon speaks on it. I told Tony, hey, you need to bring him back, dude. You guys need to do another one, because that was like,
For real.
wow, you just can't get
I
enough. I mean, that was pretty awesome. I mean, you know what, guys? It's pretty sad when you think about it. Just the whole thing in general. You know what I mean? It's just like
It's money, like
sickening
you said,
and
money and power. It's power,
yeah, the rituals too, where he speaks on children that they scare,
Yeah.
right? They scare them because
How about the vampires?
yeah, it makes the like vampires, it makes the blood taste different.
Yes.
So
And they
so
sacrifice
yeah,
them.
so
So
that goes,
sad.
I don't want to get into details, but yeah, what they say, yeah, it's sickening and heartbreaking and heart wrenching. When you hear it, like, wow.
I was
know?
like stuck on the TV. I couldn't move. I was like, "Are you freaking like?" But
No,
he quoted scripture, which was cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what the
Well, he referred back to
and all that, and how just I don't want to say too much, but
All that. Hey, don't let me find out, Fred. You're tied in with P Diddy, man, in the same music industry.
I just went to the parties, bro. No, not for real.
Don't let me find out, man.
You know what else? That's why
how you have that. Hey, that's how you have that nice home there, huh? With the solar panels and stuff. Huh?
You know what? That's why people go, "Hey, your music was pretty good, but why didn't you blow up?" I go, "Because I didn't give in to P Diddy, bro." So I was like, "No, I'm cool, bro. Keep it." No, not for real. No,
I was
but
just gonna say, like, what? Your music is amazing.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for sending me those. They were dope.
Oh, no,
I
hey,
even
you're welcome.
understand
Thank
that
you.
song that you wrote too, man. That was dope.
Thank you. No, but you know what, guys? I mean, I don't know, man. I look at things like when I saw that show, going back to the show, and we'll get back to that after, guys. I'm sorry, I don't mean to kind of gloss over it, but thank you, I appreciate it. But there's just so much in that show that really kind of freaked me out, like
Yeah.
what he was talking about, everything that he was talking about. And see, I saw like a part of it earlier when it was on the live.
Yeah.
And there was just so much I wanted to really like. I wish they would have taken phone calls, but I think when they take phone calls, they'll take away from everything. I think it's better if they just, having a conversation. But it's
Intense.
it's yeah, very intense. I mean, and you know what? In my opinion, though, when I saw that, and he said, you know what? Let's refer to it as a hold on. Oh, he said, let's refer to it as the club. Instead of the the triangle with the eye and all this other stuff, right? And it reminded me of Ice Cube when he said, "Oh, I'm not part of that club,"
Yeah.
And
He did say that, yeah.
It brings me back to Kanye West, where Kanye West is saying all these things, and people say, "Oh, he's crazy. He's crazy." When you look back at it now, I don't think he was. This is just me, though. I mean, I know people have their opinion about it, guys, and I respect it. But I tend to look at it now like maybe he wasn't crazy. Maybe he's not crazy. And that's what it is. That's why. And I talked about that on my channel as well. But there's just a lot of sickening stuff out there. A lot of sick people out there, man, doing like
that stuff right there, Fred, is on another level right there. I mean, if you look at people committing crimes and doing this and that, selling drugs or whatever, no. That level right there is at a sick level, and another level where you have to have it's about money and power. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad.
You look at stuff like what my nephew actually posted a little while ago about Oprah Winfrey, and now you got The Rock and all these people that are coming out. It starts to get sickening to even think about that. Like it's just weird, man. It's weird.
And look what happened to Joan Rivers. I was like tripping out on that.
Oh, yeah.
She's had plastic surgery so many times, and all of a sudden she says something about Mr. Michael Obama.
Yeah,
and she's done. She's gone.
Yeah, well, she was one of the first people, and I'll say it because it's all over the internet anyhow. But one of the things that was touched on the Tony A's Rhodium After Dark was that Joan Rivers went out and said that Michelle Obama was a male,
right?
And soon after, she went to get the surgery done, and she passed.
Yep.
You know,
Wow.
it's been on ever since. You know, it kind of, which
No, I
kind of
couldn't
leads
find
back
that
into the. Excuse me?
I couldn't find that video.
Oh,
The first
I had seen it before. I've seen it before.
My
It
husband
exists.
Hey,
has,
but
I was like,
you know
"Hey,
what?
should
But
we
how
buy
many
that?"
plastic surgeries can you have though
Yeah,
Huh?
that
That's another thing
before
too,
taking
you
a
know?
toll on your body though?
Yeah, no, that is true. And then age too has to come into play as well. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
there in
yeah.
age.
How
Way
old was
too
she, in
many.
her
There's
80s or
there
what?
was just way too many
No.
I'm not
deaths.
sure.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not sure how old she was.
I think like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years ago, this stuff is like something I don't even think was on our radar. But the
Right.
things that we have been hearing and have been brought to light now is, even if you don't believe, like the bits and pieces that we are hearing, is enough to make you wonder and think like, wow, could that be true, or is that?
Well, yeah.
You know, you start seeing the little pieces and nuances and wondering. I don't know. Makes
Well,
you
you know what? We are no longer in the dark due to technology.
Right.
The society has caught up
Everything's being
to,
exposed. Yeah.
yeah, to Hollywood, to everything. I mean, think about it. And this is one way I see things. Look, before there was no way, you know, say for example, I went to, you know, said, hey, you know, can I be on a TV show? Can I do this and that? They'll be, oh no, you know, whatever. It could be anything. It could be anything for whatever they feel like. You know, whatever. If they want to body shame you, they want, oh, you're too old, fat, and ugly. Whatever they say. You know,
Mhm.
what due to the internet, I could do it myself now.
Yeah.
You know, I could go online myself and put the stuff out there myself. You know, the radio before, you had a lot of artists, independent artists, trying to get the stuff on the radio, you know, begging these radio stations. They're like, oh no, you have to pay. And the sad part about it, guys, the way I see that kind of stuff is like, it's like when somebody's at the top of their game, right? And then they'll look down on people like, oh no, because they know you need from them, you know. But eventually, it kind of turns around. It becomes a full circle where you no longer need them anymore. As far as even the music itself, yeah, is there a lot of bad stuff being out there as far as music that's terrible? Yeah, because it's accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
But when you think about it from the angle of the say for example the radio stations, the MTVs and stuff like that won't play your video, won't play your song. It's like you pull out those guys. I don't need you anymore. Check it out. Boom. We're doing it all by myself now, you know. And then now they're coming back and be like, hey, you know, can we get into this? And like, nope. You know, now we say no. You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, going back to all that, I think it's I just think it's just come full circle for the society has caught up to everything. Really, nothing's really hidden anymore. Everything's being exposed one way or the other. You know.
Yeah.
That's just
He also said that like movies that are, you know, every movie has a little sign of something.
Yeah.
Like if you pick up on that, you're gonna pick up on it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
always like a subliminal message.
Subliminal messages or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that was a trip. But I mean, we
Well,
were
like
that.
like the Change Man for Life says, we are on the end of time. Satan is running wild. We need
Oh, yeah.
revival.
Yeah.
But you know what? When you look at all these people doing these things, we're all going to be held accountable for
Yeah.
whatever we do. So, I mean, hey, be careful and think about what you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will say this as far as the Rhodium After Dark show and stuff, I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to say I agreed with everything. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff I was, you know, no, I don't know, you know. But for a lot of it, yeah. I mean, and regardless, it's a great show. I mean, it was a really good one, man. I think people would go see that. That was
Sounds
very
very
interesting for that stuff.
I'll definitely have to check it out and
Yeah.
put it in the description so people can check it out. That
And he's the
It's like-
second guy. He's the second guy besides Marvelous that believes in the flat Earth.
Yes.
And the way he
Yes.
explained it, and I swear, I want to read more about it. But he, you know, he describes it like a quarter. It's round, but when you turn it sideways, it's flat, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? And then the firmament and all that, and how we had those that Project Bluebeam, and I forgot what else the other one was called that he mentioned, something fish. But
Oh, yeah. The fishbowl, Project Fishbowl.
yeah, where they would send
Talk about a
rockets up and
documentary. There was a documentary you mentioned. Not a movie. It was a documentary. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, it was Operation Fishbowl.
Yeah, I can't remember the documentary he was talking about. I can't remember the name, but if you guys go back and look at it, just get a chance to watch. It's like a 7 series documentary. So
He did mention he no longer wears Nike or Adidas and stuff like that, like brand names,
yeah,
because it's part of the club.
yeah,
It's all part of
Wow.
the club thing, you know.
yeah.
Which to me, that's a whole other thing too, as well. Not only just because of that, it's like, you know, you got people who are the status of Jay-Z and Beyonce and all those like top-notch stars, and they're wearing a certain brand, right? So you go around wearing that brand, only you're working a 9 to 5, going broke trying to buy a $50 shirt, you know, or $60 or $100 shirt, whatever. They're getting it for free, you know, and you're over there trying to spit an image that you'll never be a part of.
Yeah,
You know, you're making them richer in a sense. So
yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that. I really thought it was interesting, and it all boils down to one thing where I think Tony asked him, is that does that go back to selling your soul? And he said, yeah, that's actually what it is.
Yeah.
That's actually what it is for these
Yeah.
people.
Crazy. Well, I know there was a pastor. Well, I don't really know if she calls herself a pastor. I know she and her husband have a podcast, and their podcast is more in the side of like church, religion, things like that.
Yes.
They spoke out on Beyonce and Jay-Z and how she was pointing out certain symbols and things that they do and sign and things that they're involved in are not what the everyday person thinks they are, and that it's a bigger ordeal when you go to their concerts, and that you're kind of being inducted into something you may not realize is happening. So
Yeah.
You were speaking on frequency too, Fred. And
Oh, yeah.
remember that concert that one guy had, and it killed a lot of people.
right, Jenny,
Who was it? I mean,
probably Travis Scott, is that the one?
Not the shooting one.
No. It was two guys dissing each
people
other.
were just dropping dead. Like people were just falling
I
over.
believe he said it was like DJ Quick and MC8 or something, and there was somebody, there was a scuffle or somebody got eliminated in one of those.
Maybe it was Travis Scott. Maybe it was Travis Scott.
I don't know. It was some, I forget what it was.
It was Travis Scott, I think. I remember that.
Remember
Yeah.
that was a Travis Scott concert, and they were saying that, like, they felt everybody was saying there were several people that passed away and was like crushed and stomped, like it was awful, God forbid. And they were saying that it was supposedly some sort of ritual or something.
Yeah, but it had to do with, like he said, like frequency, like your body can only. The music was so loud and just so intense that people were getting zoned out on it, and
Crazy.
That's crazy.
And the guy
when you go to an oldies concert, you won't feel that. Stick to oldies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know, definitely.
And it works for the industry. It works for the music industry.
Yeah.
And he was just very open, very vocal about it, which was. There was something else I was going to mention about that. I forget what it was. I just had it right now, but I don't know.
Damn.
But it was very interesting though, just to see all that, man. Like.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. That was the Travis Scott concert.
Okay.
Well, we all know who is Lucifer is, right? He's the angel of, with the music. He deals with the music, right?
Yeah.
I think it's no coincidence.
He wasn't even saying that. Lucifer and the devil were two different, like two different things, or I don't know how he explained that, but I was just like,
Yeah, he explained it, but I forget. Yeah, to try to break it down like that. I'll
Definitely.
Just go watch it.
Yeah,
we'll have a part 2. So.
Our Bible for that part. But not to switch gears too quick, but I want to fit this in before our time is up too. But did you guys notice or see that story in the news recently where, I think it was within the last day or two, I believe it was Congress that passed a bill that said something to do with having to, they're saying it's something like the draft, but I don't believe it's exactly like it. So let me play this bit of a video clip, and then we'll go over what we think about it, and I'll kind of read a fact check page that I found to clarify.
about to force 18 to 26-year-olds to go to war. As of a few days ago, the House of Representatives have passed a bill that allows the Selective Service to go through all the government databases and find any males between the ages of 18 and 26 in order to force them into military service if the government decides we need them to go and fight. Now, the real question here is not why did they do that, because you are required in the United States to be registered for this anyway, but why are they doing it now? Why is it that they are about to ban TikTok, which is the news source that most of us now use for this information, and at the same time they have released those new military recruitment videos, and if y'all haven't seen those, go check them out. It's a bunch of beautiful blondes showing their assets, saying to the younger generation, hey, come join me in the military. They are going to extremes right now to get people in the military. So you just got to ask yourself, why right now? And
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen those.
I didn't hear nothing about that, but I heard about other countries that are doing the draft. But excuse the noise right here. I don't know, you probably can hear it. But anyways, what I seen on the thing is that they're actually want to hire seniors for the military. And they have pictures of older ladies in there to enlist and get a bonus. They give you a bonus of, I think, $75,000 or something like that. Or I don't know. But I don't know. See, now I look at all the information we get on the internet. Is it real or is it just fake? Who's putting it out? AI or who? But I did see something about for the United States about recruiting senior citizens in the military. That I seen.
Yeah, that's crazy. See, just seeing that, it did make me, like you said, Alice, we've got to do our own homework too, right?
Yeah.
Everything. So I did want to do a little bit of fact check so people don't feel like it's fear mongering or, just trying to freak people out. And this website here, it says this is a fact check. It says no, Selective Service Registration Bill does not reinstate the draft. It says on June 16th, Facebook video direct link showed a man claiming America has reinstated the draft. The U.S. forcing men in the military, ages 18 to 26, gotta go. The post garnered more than 4,000 shares in 2 days. Other versions of that claimed were on Facebook, Threads, X, formerly known as Twitter. This is a misrepresentation of the bill passed by the House of Representatives that would automatically register men ages 18 to 25 for selective service. The bill does not draft or automatically enlist anyone. It simply makes registration automatic instead of requiring the person to do so individually. I think that's kind of what, to break that down, it just automatically collects the 18 to 25-year-old information rather than waiting for them to, I don't know if you guys have sons, when they're in high school, I remember when my sons got something in the mail from and they're like, you need to send this back.
Selective Services.
Rather than having them send that back, I guess they automatically collect their information.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, it's like before they would show up to your doorstep, and they knock on the door, and there was a
I heard of that, but I never seen it. I mean, when I was 18, they just basically had to fill out the paperwork, sign up for at 18. Yeah.
But now that you said that they're using like women for people to join the military, like at least
they have a thing on there. Seniors want to enlist in the military, and you give it a bonus. I can't remember the amount of the bonus, but it had it at 7,500 or somewhere increased.
Really?
Depends. Yeah, but they don't even pay that much. The military doesn't even pay that much. And these people, the pictures that they were showing, they must have been in their 80s, 70s, and 80s. Yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought it was like women, like voluptuous women. Oh, well, that's what he said, no? The guy, that's who said it.
Yeah, but no, these ladies were older ladies.
Yeah, no, the guy in the video said it was women that, showing they get men to go, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, it'd be kind of like you guys see Fast Time at Richmond High?
Yeah.
Where Spicoli goes in, they ain't no party in here. It's kind of like, that's what it would be like, right?
Yeah.
The one that House was talking about, that was a separate one from the one this guy brought up. I did see that one, and it was showing women that, I don't know, were, I guess, would be considered younger and more, I don't know, maybe attractive to somebody that is looking for that to come join.
How stupid. They're really going to be there. Like, they're going to be there, right?
Yeah,
I know. I've seen TV commercials of them recruiting to build submarines. That I know. You know.
You never know. Like Jenny Selby says right here, she says no one wants to join. Low service numbers. So it seems as though they're making different attempts to get people to enlist.
You know what's crazy now, though, you guys? You know what's crazy now about the wars? I've been watching the Ukraine wars, live footage and everything, right? Is that, man, you're not safe anywhere you go. You could go in the foxhole, dig in there, man. They got this drone carrying a big old bomb, and they fly right into your hole, and boom, you're gone. You know? It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You definitely need to consider that wherever you go, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, that's a scary thought, though, man. Everything's a scary thought now. It's like,
Yeah.
They got
that guy he wasn't a prophet or nothing, but he was saying that if Trump doesn't win, we're looking at like a world war. What is it called? Civil war.
yeah.
Because if Trump doesn't win, but I still see war happening with China.
Oh yeah.
Still with China, and who knows what's going to happen, because you look at what what's his name did from Russia. He went down to North Korea, and whatever his name, Kim Jong-un or Bang, whatever.
Yeah.
But the dictators are coming together.
Yeah. Yep.
They throw some schools together.
Russian ships,
you know, but
we have Russian ships right by freaking Florida right now, you guys.
But you know what? In reality, it's like this world has just gone mad. Everybody is going crazy right now, man. And they gotta lower that thing down, man. They gotta lower it down, because everybody's going to be trigger happy. Do I believe nuclear war? No. And did I fear when Russia came down to Cuba and parked their nuclear submarines and the destroyers there? No, because it's just a thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? And they're playing tactics. Let's see. Well, since they're in our neighbor, we're going to, like, you know, the Cuban Missile Crisis, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They're trying to do the same thing there. But we weren't afraid of them, because we were following them, doing what we're doing. Who's going to want to pull the trigger? Because Putin's not a gambler. Okay. First of all. And who's going to want to pull the trigger and throw the bombs? Because it's going to be destruction everywhere. You're going to see mass destruction. Who's going to want to do that, really? It's going to be something, got to be careful of the biological warfare, you know?
Yeah.
But and not to scare anybody or nothing like that, man. But just live your life and each day, yeah.
You know, it's a good thing you say that, bro, because at the end of the day, yes, man, I do that too. I mean, to live in fear, man. I mean, the sad part about it, it's out of our control.
Yeah,
people are controlling everything. You know, I mean, that's where we're at. I mean, I think we're too busy focused on who should be president, who shouldn't be president, and while all this other stuff's going on, you know, at the end of it all, you know.
You know what I don't understand is how we could put one person really in charge of everything, every country, and you know, the ones that are dictators and that are doing other things to stay in power. You know, isn't it easier to just take out one man than it is to lose all these hundreds and thousands of people for that one man? This greed.
You know what?
You know?
I've thought about that, House, and I would like your opinions. Don't you think that there has probably been attempts, without getting too graphic, or in detail, made on those leaders?
Check this out, Jen. I was watching a thing, and Putin was having this get together over there, right? And they showed the Kremlin where he does the cooks and everything for everybody, right? So they were doing all the cooking and everything. Do you know he has doctors in there tasting his food to make sure it's not poison, and then they wrap it up and put the thing around it and seal it up so that it goes to him and they don't he don't get poisoned. But he has somebody testing his food before he eats it. So if something's poisoned, you know what I'm saying?
What a way to live. You know what I mean? The state of paranoia that you have to live in, that's crazy. That's enough to drive you mad.
But in reality, I mean, look at how many sons, wives, look at all the innocent kids that were killed. Look at all those other people that were killed. Man, let's replace you. And man, can't you get along with somebody here? Go to your corner. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That doesn't make sense, man. How one person can have so much power.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been attempts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, the guy in North Korea.
Yeah.
You know, he had his own brother taken out, you know.
Right.
So did Saddam Hussein's son, like along with him, Saddam Hussein. What was his name?
Yeah.
I forget it, but yeah, we spoke on that too. Where he was just
On that too. Yep. You know, it's a matter of just like things just changing and you know, government, they're gonna just do what they can, you know, what they can, and we're like the puppets. We have to follow along. Not so much as if you're on welfare.
You could, you know what? Honestly, you could vote, but the way it's gonna go is the way it's gonna go, you know. And but right now, I don't see nobody that's really qualified that really loves this country rather than for the love of money. Okay, I'm gonna say this: Trump, for the love of money. I seen a thing on him recently where they were saying he's like the Antichrist. I don't know if you ever seen that, but. And they put it out as he was Antichrist because he loves everything that is said in the Bible and all the scripture. Yeah. That's him, even down to where he thinks he's God and he's doing this, you know, and stuff like that, and talking certain ways. He's a smart man, but he's using a certain way that he's mocking God as well.
But if you read out the Bible and you know, like that Antichrist is going to come out of the Middle East, right? Do you guys know that?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, like he's coming from somewhere else. It's not true.
Yeah, but
there with, you know.
But check this out. The way that we're describing it, he has all those characteristics and everything, right? But so does Putin. Putin has the same way too, you know. So they're all. It's a spiritual warfare. We all know that. It's a spiritual
we need
warfare.
to be prayed up. We need to know the word and just know that, you know, and just, I think we'll be fine. Like I turned around after that show, Fred. I turned around, I looked at my husband and I said, man, we are so blessed. You know that? Like we have not had, and God forbid, but I think that being through so much, I've lost my sister, I lost my brother, I've lost my Nana, being through so much in a close knit family that, I mean, you can only, and you can only speak on, I'm gonna get emotional, but you can only speak on if you lost a child or if you lost a mom or if you lost a dad. Like you connect with people like that, but if you've experienced the loss of your loved ones that are so close to you, it's like what else is there, you know, like what else is there? But God forbid, like I said, I'm always praying for my house. My house is protected by the blood of the Lord, and I pray over my kids all the time. Not, you know, if they're not here, then I don't pray over them, but pray for them and just that God has our back, you know, and so far, you know, being that we been married so long too, is that it's a blessing, you know, it's a blessing that we are able to be together and with God grow old together, you know.
Definitely.
But I think if we're good with the Lord, that we'll be all right because we'll know what to do.
Right.
We'll know exactly what to do, you know.
You know what? You look at it like this way. We're lucky we survived our teenage years and going on, you know, to where like I'll be hitting 60 pretty soon. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I made it up to 60, man. Hey,
Yeah.
gracias a Dios. Thank you, God, you know. So however long I live, I leave it up to God, you know. But yeah, I'm thankful for that. Man.
Yep. We just need to take care of our temple. Like, this is our temple. We need to take care of it. And, you know, that's as far as we can. What else can we do? You know?
We live in fear. We've got to, like you said, stay prayed up, stay in our word, brush up on our word, you know, all of us, and encourage each other. Pray for each other.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because the government's they're gonna do what they're gonna do, you guys. And there's gonna be times where you know, we're not gonna have food. But guess what? If we have a Bible, and God forbid they don't come and try to take those, which they are, so have one hidden in the wall somewhere. No, I'm kidding. But
hey, well, that is food. The Bible's food. Get fed.
Yeah.
It made me think right now.
oh no, you're going out.
Your audio is cutting out.
It's choppy.
Your audio.
Say it again. Hold on. Let me see it.
I mean, that's just facts, you guys. And hopefully, you know.
Saludos.
Try to drop in and out. Can you try that? Maybe that
Yeah.
will reset.
I'll get it out.
There you go.
God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you. Thank you for tapping in and catching it live. Appreciate you.
Yeah, just like God says, do not fear when war breaks out, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, there's some people that don't. Like when I'm watching that Ukraine thing and I see old lady that she's 80 something, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she's just staying in her home. She's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
And it's all destroyed. And she's there just, I'm not going nowhere. And you know what people do? People bring her, she lives there by herself. People bring her food and set it there for her. And she survives still. But she don't fear. I mean,
And that shows also like an act of, you know, kindness and caring for your neighbor.
Yeah.
yeah.
See that.
Wow.
Are you there? Okay. You sound, your audio.
No, what I was gonna say when you guys were talking right now about that stuff, and thinking back on the Tony A show was where the guy said that he had $1,000, but it's not. They say the money is the root of all evil, but it's not the money. It's the love of money
Yeah.
that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people really have this thing if they feel powerful because they have certain amount of money, like that doesn't change, you know, who you are as a person. I mean, that's basically what he was getting at. But going back to everything that you guys mentioned right now, that you guys were talking about the government, you know, the government taking over, and it made me think of, he said civil war.
Mm-hmm.
So takes me back to what I just mentioned about the radio and TV and stuff, that we had no control over that, but now we took over in a sense, you know, due to the internet, thanks to YouTube and stuff like that. But can it reach a point? Do you guys think it could reach a point where, you know, we can overthrow those in power? I mean, I'm not going to say it like, you know, say it out there. I don't want to get
Look at this. Yeah, look at this, Fred. Look at this scenario right here. If there's going to be civil war here, you know, like they say, if Donald Trump doesn't get elected or whatever,
Yeah.
Think about what other countries are going to do because of this.
Oh, no, yeah.
They're going to come and try to strike us at home and come and hit us at home. Now, I watched other programs about this. If they attack the United States because of our terrain, we're protected and this and that, you know, because of Canada, Mexico, and our water borders on the side, you know. But in reality, if a civil war breaks out, they'll still attempt to, you know, maybe through Alaska or whatever. But who knows? But will they succeed? No. But it'll be devastating, you know.
Yeah. There's so many, okay, so like our border crisis, right? There's so many men, just men, that are coming over here, right? A lot of Asians, a lot of people from China, and hardly anybody from Mexico, really. But if you look at that, Dr. Phil and Trump, I keep going back to that paper that he gave on that, where the Chinese have already bought land here, and they're all near our nuclear,
That's true.
Oh yeah.
places, and they're saying they're making an army here, which I would not doubt it. There's so many that came over here on the, open borders and stuff that we have going on, but it's scary. And
Well, see, like they say, like these when they stop these Chinese people coming in from the border, and they learn how to come through here through TikTok.
Yeah, remember we talked about
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through TikTok. But you know what? Yeah, that's the Trojan horse kind of thing, because they're sending their people in, and they don't have to send a lot of people to cause destruction. If they if they hit the right places, water sources, power grids, and all this other stuff, it can be effective and disrupt a lot of stuff. If they hit bridges, just like the bridge over there. Where was that bridge that went down?
Oh yeah.
Midwest,
From the
right?
tanker,
Yeah.
See, all that stuff is like what they try to hit to stop things, the flow of ships and all this other stuff, Yeah, but it's crazy. It's
Right.
crazy.
Right,
Right.
Dr. You got it. Thank you for tapping in live. Good to see you.
But
Yeah,
the
we
good thing is, man, just keep your peace, keep prayer, man. Just keep in prayer, and if it does, I mean, hey, I live by a base here, so they said that they if they bomb it, hey, I'll be gone. Like,
We've heard the jets in the background before. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just have to also, we can continue to share, and that's good. We're blessed that we do have a platform like this.
yeah.
But we also have to keep in mind, the censors are out there listening to the words we use and things we
My
say.
bad.
yeah,
No, I'm saying, like, we need to share, but we also have to keep in mind they are listening.
yeah.
No, but yeah. But you know what? You know what's a trip is? I see the topics that we talk about and stuff like I see big platforms talking about it like it's nothing.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
we're little.
Like it's nothing. They don't care and this and that, and they just do what they do. And I'm like, wow, okay,
I don't know what that, maybe one day we'll get there and we'll know, but maybe since they're making big money for the platform, they don't really mess with them as much, but I know
could be a
that
thing all about money. It's all about that money.
yeah. Raising prices everywhere. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I mean,
Everywhere.
That's right.
That's the thing, man. That's the and you know what, Jen and I, we live over here in the middle of the food source, and anyhow too. That could be we could be, we're over here in the middle of it all too. That feeds the world,
Yeah.
It's just a ripple effect, you guys, of just everything happening. If one thing happens, like when our cargo ships got our cargo ships got put up for a while over in was it Long Beach?
I think so. Yeah, wasn't it?
I mean, we didn't. My store didn't have lettuce for like a minute. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, that was during COVID, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy to see the things that we all kind of like didn't have access to for a while there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? But if China took over Taiwan, it's going to mess it up for the whole world, the whole thing, because Taiwan builds a lot of stuff there and sends out microchips, stuff that for all kinds of stuff. But saludos, Chepe. But you know what? So everybody's looking at these things that, like Ukraine, they ship what? Grain? Don't they ship grain?
I
They
think
supply the world with grain. So all these things what is going to affect the whole economy in the world, basically, so I believe it's as much as I hate to see the people lose their lives, that it's a fight for a good reason. That's how I feel, because I know China, when China wants to control that whole area right there, what do they call that? What do they call that? Where they're at, the China Sea and everything. The Asian Pacific? No. What is it called?
That's what I was going to say. Asian Pacific, but no.
Yeah. Well, somewhere if they control all those islands out there, man, it's just going to make it worse for everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Because
That's interesting, Jesse. Jesse says here Taiwan is sending all their factories to AZ. That's interesting.
hey, I'm surprised they ain't sending them out to Moreno Valley, as many industrial places that are going out here. They're popping up like mushrooms, man.
That's funny,
Yeah.
Deb.
Yeah.
Well, let's just, like we said, we'll stay aware, stay in our word, keep
Yeah,
sharing,
that's it.
keeping up on and fact checking everything we hear, not just
That's true right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part. Mhm.
Fact checking.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So let's see, we're coming up on the 1.5 hour mark. What do we have going on tomorrow? House, do you have your
Tomorrow, yeah, morning glory in the morning. 7:30 in the morning, and Friday at 8 to 9. I started a new channel with what's his name, Bobby G, and it's called Two Senile Vatos. Okay.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that goes, you know. And so we started it up. So I mean, if you can hit the subscribe and check out the channel, and go from there, you know. So we're gonna try it and go with it and stuff, you know. And I'm trying to support Bobby G as well, you know, and show him a little love there, man.
right? Yeah, two senile vatos. Okay.
Yeah, Two Senile Vatos.
That
Okay.
video was funny.
You know about it.
I like that.
Hey,
I
and
like
he ain't lying, man.
that.
That
What about you,
video
Fred?
was
What do you got going on this week?
This week, more appointments. That's about all. That's part of my life right now. But yeah, you know what? I'll probably go check out that movie. A friend of mine and I are gonna go. Well, we're planning on it. We don't know yet. I want to go see that movie, The Bikers, the Bike Riders.
Hmm.
Never
With
seen it.
Tom Hardy and what Austin Butler and all these about the motorcycle guys or whatever. I've been wanting to see it since I saw that trailer, man. So yeah, hopefully we'll probably go see that. Just I'm pretty much I don't go too far from home due to what's going on with my stuff. So really, I go to the doctor, and if anything, go to the movies, and that's pretty much it. I have to be a homebody because it's I'm going through a lot of stuff, like physically a lot of stuff right now. And no, guys, it's not due to weight; it's due to injury. So
Yeah, you're gonna be
Yeah.
good in our
Well,
prayers.
yeah, I wish you well
Thank
and health, man. Recovery, speedy recovery, man, and get
Thank
well,
you.
brother. You know,
I'm
'cause,
trying. It's just
hey,
tough.
I know how it feels to be injured in the back when you're crawling and you can't walk, and I know I've been there, man. So it's a tough one, man.
No,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, but everything getting worked on. So that, and then I have I plan to release a touching. We'll see if I get it in a very touching I guess podcast, if you will, that I plan to release on Friday. We'll see how that goes. I don't want to speak on it yet because I may change my mind,
Yeah.
But I just feel that it's something that a lot of people talk about, but maybe don't really. I'll leave it at that, and we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll go
keep
from
an
there.
eye out and ear out for something you may be releasing. We'll put it that way, right?
Yes, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Sounds good.
right on.
Yeah.
Denise, what do you got going on? Anything exciting this week?
Yeah, something on Sunday. We're having, or I'm sorry, Dee Dee's having a book function signing and stuff like that out in Spanky's dad's restaurant,
Okay.
which is going to be
Okay.
go and Melvin's looking forward. He reads all her books, and I'm bad with reading, so I don't like to
Thank
read.
you.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Eddie. Thank you. That's right. I saw her. She posted that, and I think that Monica shared that as well. So I'll try and share that back on IG before I seen it.
Mhm. Oh, Jen, can I say one more thing before
course.
we end it? You know what? My apologies to everybody on the panel. When you guys talked about the music and stuff, I just I felt like I was put on the spot, and I kind of felt like I just kind of brushed you guys off. I really appreciate you guys. Enjoying the music that you guys heard and stuff, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it, guys. I didn't mean to kind of move everybody aside and keep talking about other stuff. I just didn't want the light turned on me while we were getting into a whole different thing. There'll be a time. There'll be a time for that. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I really, honestly appreciate it.
Hey man, music. Nothing wrong with doing some good old music, man. Like how you kept it. There's nothing wrong with it, brother.
Thank you.
I like the first song you sent me that had that oldie in it.
Oh yeah, the ID Brothers, For the Love of You.
Yeah.
What? That one's cool.
Yeah, we'll have
Yeah, back in the 90s, I loved how San Diego, they took a lot of oldies and sampled them, like Little Rob and all those other people, Wicked Minds and stuff like that.
Yes.
I like how they did that, but the only ones I didn't like were the ones that were kind of violent,
Yeah. Well, there's stuff. There's some other stuff I'll send you guys.
Yeah, upcoming shows. Maybe we can cover some of that when you're ready to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have any. Thank you, Spanx. I don't have. I don't really perform anymore. To be honest with you, it's just kind of like I'm pretty much retired in a sense. A lot of people said. Thank you, Debbie. A lot of people say, "Man, you should keep doing it." It's just, I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
Hey, wait a minute, Fred.
Huh?
Come out of retirement, bro. Come out of retirement. Come on, give us a taste.
Hey, you know what? Excuse me. Thank you. You know what, man? I just maybe if Diddy gets put away, then I'll come out and do some stuff. Okay, I don't want to go to his parties.
Yeah. Right.
You don't have to worry about being confronted about 50,000
Well, you know what? You guys have mentioned here before. I had spoke to him one time before over the phone.
Oh wow.
So I don't want him to call me and be like, "Hey, remember me? Or you need to come to my party." But no.
No, thank you.
No, might be.
Like, yeah. I'm playing, guys. I'm playing. I'll get off that already. I just seriously, thank you, Spanx, thank you everybody in the chats as well, and everybody on the panel, guys. Again, I apologize. I didn't mean to be kind of rude and just sweep it to the side, but I just,
You did that last weekend, though. We want to hear you. We want to hear your story.
Yeah. Give us a sample.
Come on. I was doing exclusive at one point, somewhere. It's like we'll go.
There we go.
Denise, give him a beat. Denise, give him a beat. There you go.
Boom. Boom. Oh, God.
All right, guys. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys for tapping in. Everybody that came through. Let's see. We got Eddie, Spanx,
Debbie. Drifted
You
Joint.
got me on a semi-retirement for a little bit.
Pearl,
Baka, Brenda Love. We had Brenda Love.
Yes.
We had Hit Hard, Chamoy, OC.
And Norby's was on earlier, right?
Yes.
Drunken Chef popped in. Yep. Jenny South.
Everybody,
Pearl.
yeah. Everybody that tapped in, thank you guys. We
Yes.
appreciate you. Because of you guys, we're able to do this every week, and we'll be back next week. Same place, same time, different topics. If you guys have anything you want to suggest that we speak on, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. And much love to my co-host. You guys have a blessed evening. You guys go tap in to the Gilu show. He should be on right about now. Check out his show, Changing the Game.
All right.
As much as everybody. Good night. Good night. God bless.
God bless everyone. See you next week.
Good night.